Okay, I started this recording thing, so it will get recorded as well. Okay, so let's get started. Can you all see my screen now? You can't see my screen? Oh, yeah, sorry. Let me. Oh, shit. Start GoToMeeting again. No, can you? Oh, how should I? No, I'll do it. Put it in the chat. Did you get it? What? This is better, right? You want to put it here? And then I'll move here. Let's. There is this editor. It's a free editor. Let me just email you this. Ravi, can you see my screen now? KKK has arrived. I never tried this. Let's all install this free HTML editor. It's from coffeecup.com/free editor. Download now. It is actually 30.9 MB. Let me download it and we can just share it among ourselves, right? While it is downloading, let's continue with the class. So, Ravi, are you able to connect? Are you able to see my screen? Okay. I see two of you logged in. Do you, okay, you want to disconnect one of those? You don't need both, right? You need both? Okay. So, yeah, with HTML, it's a subset of XML, and every HTML document starts with HTML and ends with this the closing tag. So there's an opening tag and there's a closing tag, and it can have a header which is optional. So the header will be, instead of it's above the body, it will say head and it will have a closing end tag called head, and then it will have a body and a closing end tag called body. So these are all tags. H1 is a heading 1 tag, and P means like a paragraph. So there's a closing opening tag for the paragraph and a closing tag for a paragraph. So let's try this ourselves here. So you can click on that, and then for example, if you want to change this my first heading, there are three different kinds of headings: H1, H2 and H3. I'm going to change this to H2. Actually, I'm going to put my first H1 heading, and then you can also try this also. And the second one I'm going to say H2. Let's see how different they are. Can you all go to this site? And a paragraph can span multiple lines. Sorry? Multiple lines. Sorry, say that. I'm not able to hear. What do you mean by span? Where is that? Here. Oh, no. When you come to that, we'll get to it. Okay. So H1 is like a bigger one. H2 is slightly smaller, and H3 is even smaller than that. But they're all in bold. And then you have this paragraph here.
No, it's after.
What?
After. Your break. Your slash is after.
At the end, right? Yeah. But why is it showing like this? It doesn't like this. Okay, we'll try this later. Okay, let's go back to this. I don't know why that is not working. Why it is showing an error. But this is how we can add things to a HTML document. It's basically a plain text file. You can edit that in even Eclipse or Notepad++ or in an editor like this Coffee HTML editor. Let me install this. Let's see how good this looks.
The break works even though it complained.
What?
The break works even though it complained, but
It works, right? Okay. So here I'm going to put a break br. So the br, sometimes you can if like this is like a next line character, you don't have to put br and then have an ending br like this. Instead of that, you can directly enter br and slash. Actually, this inserted two, right?
yeah.
Okay, when you come to that, I'll see that. I'm not sure. I forgot that. Paragraphs, headings. Okay. So it doesn't have much. So we already did the headings H1, H2 and H3. Can you all try that? Oh, you downloaded that coffee cup? This one looks pretty decent, right? Oh, BR is like this, see?
Yes, I saw. Windows Metaname and the double type. No, you should do it for HTML. It's not necessary. But it's standard now. Yeah, they provide it. Let me see.
Did you install it? Kachi? Use all the defaults. Hey, you guys can also install it. You can download it. It didn't take much time.
What's the site again?
I sent it in the email. Coffeecup.com/free editor. Ravi, you may also want to install it if you want on your personal laptop.
What code? In W3?
Sorry? Oh, what I'm going to do here is, so let's do one thing, okay? In our dev, let's create a new folder called, actually let's do it under, no, we have our code under dev, right?
Is it a Java version?
We have our code under dev, right? Create some folder. I for example, I think we had our all our code under, okay, under source. Let's look at the Spring app. It has var, webinf, and these are all the JSPs. Okay, for now let's create a folder anywhere you want. I am creating mine in under dev called HTML. Okay. And using that, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add the code that we had from the HTML basic and put it in the body. Okay, and I'm going to save this, save as headings.html, and I'm going to save it under C user Sujit dev HTML. So if you see here, it says it creates as doc type as HTML, and it creates the HTML tag and says the language is English, and then it has a header tag. Okay, and in the head you have all this metadata information, like the character set is UTF-8 and who generated this and when it was created, some description, some keywords, followed by the title of this document. And then here this is called as the style of the document. Okay, so HTML by itself should only specifies the structure of your document. Okay, the style sheet or the style is the presentation of your document, like what colors you use, what text you use. Okay, so HTML is the structure and the style sheet is the presentation. Okay, and inside the head is where you store the references to the style or the style sheets and references to the any JavaScript or Ajax code that you want to use. It's all part of the header. Okay, so I have saved this. Now how do I think there's a preview mode somewhere. Where do you see the preview mode? Test with default browser. And you see that? Can you all try this? Did you all install that browser, that Coffee Cup editor, and save that document?
It automatically populates whenever I open a new file. It populates the header for you. Open a new file. Just start a new project or something.
Ravi, are you there? Were you able to download this editor? Coffee Cup free HTML editor. You don't have to, but it seems pretty decent. Did you download it?
I'm still installing.
Oh, it's installing.
So once you have it, what else you do? Copy the code from the W3 school.
I just copied these 3 lines. You can copy it from the W3 schools if you want.
Yeah. You try it yourself and hey,
Sorry? Metadata basically is information about the data which is contained in the document. Okay, so for example, here in this particular case you are saying that the character set used in this document uses UTF-8 encoding. Okay, so every HTML document supports this character set and metadata. Okay, and generally it is UTF-8, and a lot of things are optional also, like this language equal to English is also optional. You can just have HTML. Okay.
It's just a trial version.
No, this is a free version. There are two versions. Did you click the free editor?
Free trial. That's what I clicked.
No, click the free. I sent you a link in the email. Click that one. Did you already install this?
Yeah.
See, the difference between the free editor and the trial version is the trial version has a few more features. You don't really need them.
Yeah. Maybe uninstalled it.
Which one did you install, Kaji? The free one, right? Okay. So you can copy and paste the code from the W3 schools.
This one? Yes. Okay, so is it not this one? Okay, so after you do the code, then
Sorry.
this is not the one I put the code in.
After you copied the code,
This one.
then you can just go to tools and test with default browser. That work? Okay. So I'm going to cover all the different HTML tags quickly. Okay.
Is it on trial? It's trial version.
No, we did not install the trial version. We installed the free editor.
So which one? When did
Ravi, you installed it from the link I sent you in the email, right?
the green button? Not the same.
No, no, the one which I sent in the email. Did you click on that link?
Let me go through the email. Yeah. He went to the. Click on it again. Downloaded my own.
Yeah, in that, the one that I sent, it should say coffeecup.com/free-editor. You installed the trial version? Oh, which one did you click? I think both are the same.
Oh.
What happened?
I already understood it now.
What?
No, I already understood it. Okay, then I can go back to cancel.
Okay, how do we, like, if you want to change the color of the words, where's the,
On the style, use the style, that the style tag. See the, so it says style types text. So in there, that's where you're going to, so like,
So for example, if I want to change the H1, right?
yeah,
So I'll say H1
open up it.
color
Yeah.
is blue.
okay, so that's all I need to do.
But if you put the hashtag, it should bring you a set of colors to select from.
Oh, okay,
If
that's
you
all.
just type the hashtag,
See that?
yeah.
Ravi, did you see it?
Should it?
Wait, so you did it after
Try.
you did it
Okay.
after the H1?
But if you see here, I didn't do it over here.
Right, right.
I did it using the style, under the style. I could have done it here also. Actually, if you see, I speak. Oh,
Yeah. No, you say style first.
Yeah.
Style and then color.
do you see that? Okay. So now I'm going to introduce you to this. This is a style, right? It's also called as style sheet or style. Okay. if you save this whole thing in a file, it becomes a style sheet. Okay, you should never use this kind of a syntax where in the HTML you're adding the style. HTML should only be used for creating the structure of the document, not how it is being presented, like what color it is, whether it is bold, whether it is italic. Okay, the presentation should always be done by the style, and it should be done, you should not use inline. This is called as inline style, and in CSS it stands for cascading style sheet, and the C in the cascading, it means that there can be multiple levels of style applied. Okay, so the one that is finally used, basically it cascades to the nearest one. So what is the nearest one to this? This. The next nearest one is this. So basically the nearest one overrides all the others. So that's why it's called as cascading style sheet. So you have like overriding the style based on how far it is from the current location. The nearest one always takes effect. Okay, did you get that, Ravi? Okay, one more thing we are going to try now is in the body, right? We're going to add a link. Okay, you can just type the syntax, or you can go to insert and then you can say insert a link. Okay, can you all try this? Did you all create the editor? Install the editor? Sula?
Yes.
Okay, in the insert link, let's type go to Google, and then here enter http://google.com. Okay, and just choose the defaults. Can you all enter this?
How do we go to insert the link?
Go to the insert menu at the top and click on insert link. Let me just send this to Inyang also. If everyone, if they want to attend, they can attend, right? Somebody's there.
They do an outline color.
What do you mean by outline color?
Just outline the words.
Border color. It's called border color. So in your style, when you
It's like a put like H2.
Okay, let's all stay together. We can try out things as we go about. Did you all do this? Press OK. Did you get that thing? And now save this and try it out. Go to tools and test with the default browser, and you should see the go to Google link. Okay, press Alt Tab to go back, and in here if you see I had one H1, can you add that and also do this? Can you all do this? Sorry?
It's adding my path file where I saved the file to the www.google.com.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not so if I say this, added my class file to
Go back.
yeah
No, why? No, no. See, mine.
where I saved it.
No, mine doesn't do that. Oh, I didn't click on that link. 1 second. But at the bottom it shows that, right?
Yeah.
When I put my mouse on it.
Yeah. So
What?
yours will go. So I don't know why. Okay, I didn't save it where I.
Did it work? The link work for all of you when you click on it?
Let me save my file in where I am.
And can you put your mouse on it and see what it says? Just your see over there. See what mine says. Sula, can you see there? Does yours also say the same thing?
Did you save the file where you installed the software, or did you save it in another folder?
I saved it now outside in my dev folder. In my dev, always I have my source code. In my dev apps, I install all the third-party applications.
Oh, okay.
I never save files inside that
Program file.
program, inside the directory structure of that program. I don't want to corrupt the directory structure of the program.
Okay.
So just go and save it somewhere else.
Where the file automatically created for me.
No, don't save it there. Save it somewhere else.
Could you try saying color then pound hash sign to see if there will be option of colors. If you to give you options for color other colors.
Sorry?
Could you do color colon and then hash? I want to see if this should give you options of colors to select from.
Oh, 1 second. Here.
Yeah, put the hashtag, the pound sign.
1 second.
It doesn't. Okay, but there's a color selection too on top.
And one more thing that you can do is you can go to view and say split screen view.
Okay.
Ravi? Can you try the split screen view? And then you can use this arrow here to take it up and down. And the split screen view is, I think, is like a toggle. So if you press F12, it goes away. If you press F12, it comes back. Press F12, the hotkey, the key F12. So at any point of time, you just want to quickly see how it looks, right? Okay. And I can press F12 to go back again here. So now you know how a link works. Can you click on that link and see whether it worked or not? It worked, right? Okay, now I want to edit this link. How do I edit this link? Okay.
When you say edit, you mean like color or what?
Okay, it looks like it doesn't let me do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it and I'm going to insert the link again. First watch me and then you can repeat it. Here I'm putting, instead of the page default, I'm saying new browser window. So let's try this. Did you see that? I still have my old link, but this one started in a new tab. So the way you do that is with that target thing. So a lot of these things you should play with it. For everything you need to see what are the properties that are available, what are the attributes. Like title is an attribute, target is an attribute, href is an attribute, title is an attribute. So the way you read this is, let's go back to W3 Schools and go to links. And when you go to links, here there's a HTML tag list. And in here, okay, go to, what I did was, you have on the left side you have HTML reference. Okay, how did I come here from? Okay, you are at this level, right? Are you on the screen where it says HTML basic and all that? If you click on this HTML links, here you will see all the different examples that you can try out. Okay, or you can go to this HTML references, look at the tag list, and then for each of those you can see, like for the A, it's an anchor, and here you can see that's an A tag. So there's an example here. Okay, and what does the A tag do? It is usually referred to as a link or a hyperlink. The most important attribute of the A tag is the href attribute, which indicates the link's destination. By default, links will appear as follows in all browsers. So an unvisited link is underlined and blue, a visited link is underlined and purple, an active link is underlined in red. And you should always use CSS to style links.
What do you use to style links?
The style sheet, CSS.
Style the link.
Yes,
What kind of style do you give the link?
like,
Okay, you mean the cookie colors and over? Okay.
right.
Yeah.
And then there is something called as a target. You can have blank, parent, self, top, or the frame name. Specifies where to open the link document. That's what we did, right? The target, I said, is blank. Okay, so let's click on the target and look at. So blank means open the link document in the new window or tab. Self means open the link document in the same frame as it was clicked. So that was the default. So if you don't have that, it will open that in the same page, and then you'll have to click the back button to go back. You get that?
Yeah.
And parent means opens the link document in the parent frame. Like some browsers have support for frames. So wherever you click that, so there's a hierarchy of frames. A frames is like an area of your browser. Okay. So when you come to some frames, I will cover that. So see how you can access all this documentation here. Okay. If you want, you can create some bookmarks. So I went to the main page, HTML links, and from there I went to the references. I went to the tag list. From the tag list I went to the A anchor, and from the A anchor I went to this target link, and in here I can see all the different values target can have. So it's all available online. So you just have to try, or you can use this coffee cup editor, and that kind of makes your job a little easier. So some people like to hand code their HTML. Then you understand all the different attributes better, right? So it all depends on your preference. In Eclipse also you can do it, but I think it won't be as powerful as this. If you're doing HTML work, I think I would prefer to use this. There is there's a tool called Dreamweaver, but it is not free and it is very expensive. It is $500, and I don't think that it has a huge difference compared to this. What difference?
It helps you like add CSS styles.
Even in this, you can do that.
You have your
Okay, this one, the if you buy the one that is not the free version,
okay, you can do all those.
and it is only $50. Dreamweaver is very expensive. Yeah, what was your question, Ravi?
if we can do it in the editor and copy it and paste it on Eclipse.
Yeah, you try it out. You use this editor to try it out. Just to make it your job easier. Once it is done, you can just copy and paste it into Eclipse. Okay. What is this Sridhar doing, Ravi? He doesn't want to attend all these courses, huh? Okay. So we finished the links, right? Now the next thing we'll do is we'll go through this insert, and then we'll insert an image. Okay. And then I'm going to insert this image.
See, having the same problem.
What is this?
Okay, this image is the image that is going to insert, right? Let's try this, okay? So insert an image. Okay. I'm going to try this out. So what happened? Nothing is displayed, right? I click on it, nothing is happening. So let's see why.
the same path.
Yeah, it is using a relative path. So I'm going to use an absolute path. Yours worked? So you entered the full path, right? So what you can do here is,
You did it without having to enter the full part.
Where did you save it? Where did you save your document? In
Whatever.
my website, right?
Yeah.
That's why. He changed the location of where.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I'd rather save it there for
where is coffee cup?
So the thing is that the image you're inserting has to be in the same folder as where your HTML file is.
That's why I just left that. Wherever it's saved it to.
Yeah.
This one really.
What is the name of the company?
So
Okay, edit your link and for example, what I'll do here is, one second. Where is my coffee cup installed?
In Coffee software
C colon.
documents, in your documents, my documents folder, then you see your Coffee Cup software. And then in there you see my website. Go to documents. My documents. Coffee Cup software.
Oh, it installed it into
Yeah.
my documents, yeah?
So
That's not-
graphics. Coffee, yeah. Green or blue. I think it's in green or so. Yeah. That's not where it's so installed. That's where it created the structure for the
For the coffee cup.
no for the software, the directory structure. So that when you create any HTML, to save it automatically there. But that's not where it's installed. It's a different. It's like the workspace in Eclipse.
Yeah. Okay, see that it is working for me now. Okay, I'm going to make a small change. Okay. Just for testing it. I'm saying cart1.png instead of cart.png.
Okay.
Okay. And then I say test with the browser. What happened? It's a broken link, right? Ravi, you're asking me what that alternate is, right? So what you can do here is, I can say alt equals oh, what happened?
Maybe it's too long.
What?
Maybe it's too long. I don't know.
Still what?
Maybe it's too long. I don't know. Could it be too long? Too long. I don't know.
So this alt basically means if it is not able to find that image, which URL is it going to display? So let's see over here the image tag. Is it text or is it image? Specified an alternate text for an image. Okay. Okay. So what you can do is, instead of an image, actually it should be text.
Yeah.
So here you can say image not found. Why is this not showing? Let me open this in users dev HTML headings.html, right? Okay, let me do one thing.
How do you add space? You just put breaks or
How do you add what?
space? Like between the heading.
Ampersand NBSP. Okay, here in the HTML document,
I think it's browser compatibility.
which one?
Firefox is it's showing in Firefox.
Oh, Firefox works.
Chrome is not showing, so I think it's browser compatibility.
So let's do one thing. Additional browsers. Go to additional browser 1, and then oh, I don't have Firefox on this box, but I have IE. Let's try Internet Explorer. That would be in
You just chose any file.
so here if you see it says image not found. So every browser is displaying that alternate thing in a different way. You can choose Firefox or so what you do here is go to tools and say additional browsers, and then go to additional browser 1 or whatever, and then I went to Internet Explorer and chose iexplore.exe. I don't have Firefox on my box. If you guys have Firefox on your box, you can do that. You have Firefox? You have IE? You have only Chrome?
Yeah,
Chrome doesn't show that.
Or what if we go to Google and do that?
That's fine. When you have an additional browser, you can try that. So this is how an image basically works. Okay. And then on the image tag, you can also edit the size of the image. So when you insert an image, here you can specify the width and the height.
It's not even let me insert the additional.
Yeah, let's type it in.
Do you see that? Now the image looks very blurry because it's not, the resolution of the image is not that much. So if you expand it to such a big area, it's not going to occupy all the pixels. That's why the image is so blurry. You need a high resolution image to make the image bigger and make it look good. Okay, so you can insert an image. You can also insert a sound. In HTML5 they added support for audio and video. This was not there in HTML4. So this is a good interview question. So in HTML5 they added support for audio and video. So the way to add audio support is, I don't know whether this one will add that or not. So car sound.
Okay, what did you do again?
I went to insert and sound. Let's save. Oh, what happened to my document? He took the fart sound and the car sound.
Honestly, I forgot to do it again.
What happened to my document, man? Why is my sound not coming? What did you do? Did you do anything different?
No, like what you told me to do.
Is just working?
How come yours is working? Which browser are you using?
Google. I mean, yeah.
Oh, you're using the. Let me remove the width and the height.
You like that?
How come mine doesn't come, man? Does it yours come?
Maybe your sound.
Oh, again it may be the path problem. Yeah, relative path.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Why not just save it in the workspace that they gave you instead of saving it in depth?
Okay, let me do that.
Just file save as.
File save as in C colon.
How do you repeat
Users. My documents.
Where is it?
My documents. Go down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm saving back into
Yeah.
Coffee Cup software,
My website.
my website, and save it here, right?
Should work
Writing is scanning of it.
Still not. It's not coming.
now. What if you use a browser?
Email.
Did it work for you,
Very difficult in India, must be.
Ravi? Good. I'll just go to the restroom and come.
doesn't look like it says slide to me.
My sound is not even coming out. Okay, no, not at once. Not at once. You can select and then go back and start again.
Like I want the I want the gunshot to go 3 times. And then
Is this
the cow.
Gunshot.
Then the cow.
I see. HTML is more fun than Java. Because you're seeing the results.
Yeah, right in your face.
and a visual killer na
Design
no.
the HTML5. That's the one I don't understand.
The what?
It's HTML5.
That's what they're doing now. This is HTML5.
Oh, this one.
See now. HTML5.
It's not looping. Background sound loop equals 5.
Did you code it well?
No, sir.
Yes, I coded it. Oh, does it matter where it belongs in the code?
The video. There's no insert video. Insert video.
Because they don't have any video. There should be. They have audio, they have video.
In the insert, you know, just everything video.
But you can. But you probably don't have any default video for it to insert now. But you can insert video tag and then
Link it.
link it. Copy it into the folder. But video has to be of a certain type of extension that HTML5 supports. So what's WAV and what's the other one again? Oh, my own sound is not coming out.
Hello, sir. Sir.
It came up.
You saw video?
No sound.
Okay. Oh, did it come?
I even this guy. That really.
Yes.
No, I'm saying.
Huh?
But there's a way you can use all those ones now.
Now, what you do is that convert the URL to .wav or check the supported files that it supports. If it's or MP4, okay, MP4 is video.
In the where is this? MDI.
Sound, MID.
MID.
Okay, it supports MID too.
Which one is MID?
I don't know.
Have you heard about graphic designer jobs? Has anyone? Graphic
GUI.
designer.
People that do
Not
just,
GUI, just graphic designer.
just for websites
Stop that, man.
Mm.
Graphic designer.
I know you're gonna use it in the house now.
If somebody knows just HTML and CSS very well,
and
you get good jobs.
Sir.
and Flash.
Just HTML and CSS,
okay.
man.
Adobe Flex.
So that's
No, it's
what about
and,
Adobe?
HTML,
Adobe
CSS.
too.
What?
Adobe to create.
Adobe Flash.
Adobe Flash, yeah.
Not Flash. The other one,
all
Photoshop.
these
Yeah.
kind of tools. You decent paying job. You can even get a six-figure income job in that after
Yeah.
1 or 2 years.
That's why I was studying.
And all the graphic designer jobs is you don't have to do any programming. It's all
Yeah.
using these tools, right? You use tools like this one or Dreamweaver or Adobe Flash.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Are you there, Ravi?
Sir, actually, I have some work regarding the university. Like, I took an appointment with one of my friends. He's helping out me with Android.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
I'll step out here. Like, kindly please, we will do jQuery in later classes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Yeah. In this class, I'm doing only HTML and CSS because before we go to jQuery, it's important to know HTML well.
I will join you with jQuery.
Okay. All right, Ravi. Goodbye. So we have seen. How about email link? Have you tried email link? So here I'll create an email to my own email. Oh, this is a link text. Sorry. And here you say email, send email.
I'll click here to send an email.
Subject test email.
Put it right next to the go to Google.
Use a break to
It all depends on where you want to put it, right? So you can say tools.
use a break to bring it to the next slide.
And if you click on this, it will try to go to the default one. So if you want a new line character, so if you want a new line character, what are you going to do?
But your default is a break.
And you know how to put a break, right? And if you see here, control space worked actually. Did you see that? No, it automatically does the expansion for you. Can you try that? Don't type the whole text. Use the context sensitive help. What is it called? Context sensitive.
You need to type control space.
Actually, yeah. Actually, as soon as you type, it'll do it. Does Dreamweaver do that? Probably does. And if I want one more line, and then I don't even have to open a new browser. I just press F12 and it does it even right here, right? I added 2 line break characters. So we added email, we added image, right? And notice one thing here, okay? Both a link and an email link both use the A tag. But the href here pointed to this URL and the href here uses the mail to. And it even puts the subject as test email. Okay? So if you go to the W3 schools and let's see the mail to, in all the things that we are trying to do are HTML4 ones. In HTML5 they added a new tag called address, and in that you can, inside of that you can use a mail to as well. Okay, one more thing I want to show you here is every tag, right, has some events. Okay, so you can write code when that event, for that event. Like for example, the A tag, when you click on it, you want some script to execute, right? See what you're seeing? So I'm talking about the event attributes. So what you can do is, I can say for example this particular one, I can say on click
You won't have a semicolon at the end of the JavaScript.
let's see.
It's on the image, not the.
Oh,
You put it on the image.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was looking at it like, huh?
So do you see that?
Yeah.
So here I can write an inline JavaScript, or I can also write a JavaScript inside the header. So here I'll write a function. No, first it has to be a script, and inside the script I can write a function callback for click cart, right? And inside this I can write the same thing. If I have like multiple or complex statements, although then I can just call this function from here. I don't know whether you have to give this or not. Let's see.
You don't have to. Remove the semicolon.
Maybe you need to do that. But the advantage with this is it lets you add like a long script. It will be very ugly to put everything over here itself, right? Like if it is a 20 line code, 20 lines of function code. See that? Can you try this now? Try both by putting a inbuilt function and user defined function. So this is a user defined function, right? The previous one that I had was an inline function. I said alert hello. Try that first. So this line that you see here, put that over here. Line 36, add that after the JavaScript colon, alert hello, on the on click of the image. I think this guy is gone, right? So I can actually end this meeting. Oh, Dominion is there. Hey, Dominion. Hello? If you go green. Silent listener. Hello?
First one is alert. Hello.
What?
The first one is alert.
Yeah. Instead of this callback for click cut, just say alert hello. This thing. Instead of this.
Hey, it's freaking out.
What happened?
I don't know, it's freaking out. Trying to put my semicolon on there, just blanked out the whole page.
Can you click on do? See if it come back.
Close the editor and open it again. Close the program. What happened?
The whole file again.
Mine works, man. See?
Hey, Silva, where is that? Where is that file? Everything is in.
Go to my documents. To your documents folder, and then go to, you see Coffee Corp software in your documents folder. Then open it. You see my website.
Hey, can you focus this? The focus is not there, it seems.
I can't see the equal sign.
Can you make the focus better?
Okay, go.
This is the maximum. And this.
No. Use the smaller one. Yeah.
I wasn't the maximum. This is the maximum. If I go back,
Oh. I think it's better now. See that? Can you see it? I need to increase the font size. Oops, sorry.
Do it all over again.
did you find the file?
Which one?
Might have to do it all over again.
Did you save?
I saved it, buddy.
Oh, everything is gone? Or I can email you mine.
Okay.
Not everything, just
Just that part.
some parts. Take me note. If you leave it back on. Cool. Click.
So either you can put that alert hello or you can put this function name. The function name invocation.
I don't know what's wrong with my editor. So you see, let me show you something. Something is wrong with my editor. I don't know why it's behaving this way. If I add see, I'm noticing some issues with this. If I insert an image, let's say bash out, it's okay. After it doesn't show, but it showed at first though. I don't know.
Scroll to the left.
So let me take a look again.
Choose another image.
Okay, watch this.
It doesn't like those icon images.
Hold on. If I press F12, press F12 again. What happened? Let me save. I saved it and then
Hello?
something happens when I save. Why? Okay.
Now I can hear you. Hello? Dominion? Hey? Hi. Mr. Dominion? Yes, but it is breaking a lot. Is your internet connection bad? Okay, now I'm able to hear you, but okay. So when did you join? So are you doing all this? Did you download this editor? Can you download this editor? It's called as I sent you an email with the link. You did it already? So let me send you this whole page, this headings.html. Save it in the my website folder of your Coffee Cup software. By the way, do you know HTML? You don't know HTML? Okay, let me send you this email. Okay. Save it in the. Oh, I should have told you the folder where you should have saved it. Sorry? If you do it, okay. Did you get the file? Can you move this if you don't mind? There's a bag. Put the bag over there.
What's not working?
Okay, show me yours. Can I see? Turn your computer screen. Oh, that's because you did not end the closing brace of the function. Save it. Control S. Okay, go back. Scroll down. Scroll to the right. On click equal to JavaScript. Oh, you didn't end the closing here. This one. After the semicolon, there should be a double quote. You need to observe carefully.
See, it's not that. It's not focused.
Dominion, is it working for you?
No, this stuff ain't working still. It's not working.
So Ben is going to Houston.
Sujit, this is not working.
Is it working?
It's not working.
Oh, for the hello, put single quotes, not double quotes. Save it. Control S. Refresh it. F5. Click on it. Click on the globe. Single click. Show me your thing again. Okay, does it read like this? On click equal to double quotes JavaScript colon alert parenthesis open single quote hello single quote closed parenthesis closed semicolon double quotes less than this. What browser are you using? Chrome?
Is that working? Is JavaScript enabled in your browser? It should be.
Go to settings. No, that wheel, that wheel icon that you have on the right side. Let me open mine. Yeah, that one. Yeah. No, advanced settings. By default, it is enabled in Chrome, man.
Yeah, by default it's enabled.
Try in your in the bottom window. It works there, right?
Well, it says hello, then it doesn't.
Okay, can you try without the hello but calling that function? Hey, Sola, can you click on the bottom window, F12, and click on that image icon? You can press F12 to show the preview. In that, you can expand it if you want, and click on that.
Does it okay works there, but it doesn't work in the browser.
Well, it only says hello, it doesn't say hello.
That's because you did not call the function, you're just calling alert hello. Now remove that alert hello and call that function. But you need to have open parenthesis and close parenthesis. It work? Both of them? You got both the alerts? Hello and how are you, right?
But if you try it in the browser it doesn't work.
Sorry? Which browser is that? Is that Chrome?
It's working in my Chrome.
Yeah, it's work for my Chrome also.
Maybe your Chrome, the settings of your Chrome probably.
I think that's IE, man. That's not Chrome.
Is that IE?
Yeah, this is a.
Oh, let me try my IE.
Will restrict this web page from running scripts for ActiveX.
Oh, what does it say?
Allow block comments.
Yes. So did it work for you? So every tag has different kinds of events. So this is an event which gets fired when you click on that, and the name is pretty intuitive what it means. So on click, execute this. That's what it means. You get that, Kaji? The on click is an event for that tag. Right? So on click, basically you're saying what is a callback script that gets executed when that image tag is clicked. You can also change it to, you can go and look at all the different kinds of events that it supports. There's a double click also. So try changing that to a double click instead of a on click. So just put that, replace that on click with on DBL click. Dominion, did you get that? Is it working for you? So what I'm going to do here is I'll say on DBL click, save it, F12. Works, right? And single click should not work now. And then you can have more than one of these also. So what I'm going to do now here is, see this. I'm going to have on click. I will say execute that function. I'm renaming this function as callback for double click cart, whatever. And I'm going to call that on the on click. Okay. Now if I click on this guy, it doesn't work.
Yeah, you see where I put it.
Oh, I didn't put the.
No, it's on click. See, it's on click and you have on double click, so you have two different.
Yes. So on the double click, I want just the hello.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a second. So the no double click, I have. Okay, let's do this. Instead of hello, can I say, can instead of hello, can you make it clicked? And here on the double click, instead of hello, say double clicked. And I can remove this second one. I'm doing Control D for some reason.
You wanted to delete.
Yeah.
I tried it. It sends me to.
The Eclipse Control D is delete a line, right? Or it doesn't support that here. So now what I'm going to do is click it. It says double clicked. Why? Oh, because on click I'm calling this. So on click I want to call this guy.
Why not just change it?
Yeah. Clicked. Clicked. Clicked.
Double click, right?
You were double clicking though.
Maybe I'm not clicking.
You were double clicking, right?
Oh, double is a keyword. That's why.
Oh,
Yeah, double is a keyword. Use underscore.
good one. That's a good one, man. No.
Why?
Okay, see, the other one's supposed to go first.
What's wrong?
Can you have more than one at the same time? Click and double click.
Yeah, I mean, should be possible. It makes sense. It actually makes sense.
It's okay. Instead of click and double click, how JavaScript, how to differentiate between single script and double click? Oh, this guy, see, he sees that he gives a single click.
So you're gonna give two. You got to do two functions then. Would it work if you do two functions? Like on the online. Well, you had the first function after the.
Okay, instead of click and double click, let's try some other event. Okay, just to avoid the because we are just trying to learn what it does, right? So what are the other events that are supported? Let's look at the other events. You can say like an on focus, right? Okay, so here instead of double click, I'm going to say on focus. Callback for on focus of the card, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can you try this now?
Focus, that would be.
And this doesn't work. Oh, that's because
On focus.
I want to remove this.
On focus is what? Is it not when it like when the tab when you have when we're using like tabs and the tabs has focus on that object, right? You
Right.
can't have a focus
And
on
I
the
may.
image. That's what.
Okay, let's try something else. Let's try on mouse over. Okay. So here, instead of on focus, I'll say even this doesn't fire.
On mouse over doesn't work.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh,
Cool. See that? Maybe that other one was also working, man.
let's try that.
It was on focus, right? Because he said that, right?
Yeah, you can't focus on image.
Okay, let's change it back. Oh, well, the problem now is
What?
you cannot click it.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can. What you should do is you take the mouse on it, you get the on mouse over,
Enter.
click enter, and then don't move the mouse now. Just click it. Right? Makes sense, right? It's just like you're just trying to play with it. Can you try it? Dominion? Dominion, can you try this? Is it working for you, the existing document that I sent? Okay.
You don't have to press it.
What do you do?
Mine just works the same. You click on it.
What's happening?
You don't have to press it to mine.
So when you put your mouse over, the message appears and you press it again.
Press it.
It replaces the other one.
You turn it around.
So mouse over. Exactly. You're calling the function of two. Let me see. On mouse over. You don't have a click. You don't have a mouse over.
Dominion, I'll be back in a second.
You put it on the mouse over. No. After the yeah. why I like HTML.
Very easy.
So easy.
Once you learn it.
Yeah. And the thing is that you can easily guess and just try it out to work. Because it's English, plain English.
Yeah, that is good. So we learned that at
CSS. If you go to a web page and want to see the CSS of
Read
the
the source code.
not the source code, there's this thing that I have, a tool that I downloaded. If I want to see the CSS of the web page, I can so what I do, I just copy the CSS instead of writing from scratch.
Just copy.
I just
Copy and paste from everybody.
I just modify what I want, then like you see this now. If you want to do the CSS for this, there's this tool that I the CSS, say development tool CSS. You can use CSS to show you CSS. So you can just copy this if you like the website is and stuff. So you can just
So what's the website?
I don't know what it's called, but let me see if I can the name. I can't remember what it's called. Developer 2, I think so. Search for
It's
it.
supposed to tell you how many hours you have once you go to the battery. It's supposed to tell you how many hours you have left.
Sometimes.
Mine is just going all the time. It only goes down. Okay, let me turn this shit off. This on. It's on mouse. Let's see. Was it on the double?
On double click, yeah. Yeah, but I think there's a bug on that.
Okay, you're just getting tired of coming over here and all of a sudden. Okay, what's it say? Every time I move my mouse.
Okay,
around,
I see.
What does it say?
I don't know, but just type in developer 2 what's it called? Developer 2 or something.
So there are three things here, okay? One is a structure, which is HTML. CSS is a
No.
presentation, and behavior is the JavaScript. Right? For structure and presentation, you don't need any programming skills. For behavior, that's where you need programming skills. Actually, did you hear what I said? No.
HTML is fun because you see the results.
Correct.
Java is all abstract.
HTML is a structure. CSS is your presentation, and JavaScript is your behavior. Like when you click on this image, that alert happened, right?
Right. So that's the behavior,
That's the behavior.
which is JavaScript.
It is JavaScript.
So we can
Let's take a 5-minute break
I
and then
don't
continue.
think this guy heard what you said.
Who? Oh, Dominion.
Yeah, that's why I told you were talking to us. Lock me out the children.
Hello, Mr. Ifiko Green. Hello? Are you there? Sorry, I forgot to make wear my headset. What I was saying is HTML is a structure, CSS is a presentation, and JavaScript is a behavior. Can you share your screen? Dominion, can you share your screen? I just want to see whether you're doing something or not. I can see your screen from here, right? Cool, man. Why is your image not showing? Oh, that's because you need to change this path.
Let him save it. Let him save. What did save his.
He did save it in the right size.
Oh, yes, copy down.
Yeah, just change that Sujit to Dom FAV.
Oh, yes, copy down. Save.
Here, here. On line 48. After C colon users, add your user ID. Can you make this bigger? Can you move this up? No, move this guy up. Can you give me the mouse control? This is good, right? And quickly switch. Mr. Dominion. Hello? Hey! See here I can send.
Does that? But you don't have to Chrome either. You have Chrome. Also, your viewing is status. What is HTML? Resources, script. Is it for that particular website?
Mr. Dominion!
Let me see how you go to this part. to any site. Open up any site.
You said what?
Go to any site. Open up any new site. So you want to be the CSS. This will be complex. So view CSS.
Got to do all this before.
Oh,
There we go.
What are you guys doing?
no, there's this toolbar that allows you to view the CSS for any site you go to. So I think some people log their own. Log their ZIP.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Got a tool.
Is that yeah, that's the last.
Okay, the next thing we'll look at is we saw links, we saw images. Let's see. We also saw headings, right? We saw paragraphs. Paragraphs is a p tag. He dropped off. Paragraph is a p tag, and then the formatting. Okay, you can make something bold or italic. So let's say I want to make something bold. Yeah, so all you do is go into your browser. Like for example, where is a paragraph? Did we add a paragraph? Let's add a paragraph here. The p tag. This is a paragraph. Okay. Now I want to format this guy. So highlight this and like just do it like a, what do you call, the way you do it in Word or some other text editors. So hit bold. See what it did. No, what did it do? It put those, it surrounded it with the b tags. Now I want to make this italic. So you're going to put the I. Now I want to make it underline. Now if you go and see here, right? So this is the formatting. So can you try this?
Much fun.
What?
This is much fun because you see the results.
Immediately? It's better than your Java.
Oh, and if you want to change the font size, you just type in font size.
Yeah. Okay, see, because yeah. Yeah.
What is it? Is that a
Okay, I want to show you something else. Okay, now.
save this?
Did you finish all that?
Yes, sir.
Here, let's add a for loop.
Function.
Yeah. I want to show that other 5 times.
What kind of tag is this called again? A fight tag?
What?
What'd you say? You want to show us another tag?
I want to show you something else.
Oh, okay. What you call that a
for I equal to 1 and I less than 6. I don't know whether this works. So I want to show that alert 5 times. Okay. Okay. So Dominion. Hello. Oh, your laptop crashed. Your laptop crashed on doing HTML. How? Oh, it crashed. Oh, you don't have enough RAM.
Have you put in that script, that extra code in the script, that for loop?
Yes. In the callback on mouse over, can you add that? See, the syntax is very similar to Java. Okay, Java and JavaScript are not the same. Okay, this is the most important thing to understand. Yes. Okay, you are there. Is your stuff all working? So we are adding this for loop here, where on the callback for mouse on mouse over, I want to show that thing 5 times. Is it working?
I didn't try it though, but change your stuff to mouse over.
What? What? Is it working? Java syntax, man. What? Yeah, try this out. Dominion. Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear my pleasure groans of having coffee.
Oh, does this flash like that? That's what it's supposed to do?
Now keep pressing OK, OK. It has to go 5 times now, right? No, don't click on it. Why are you clicking on it?
Is it a mouse over that you're using?
No, I'm doing
Change it to mouse over. But anyway, on
Is it working?
so you should flash anyway. On click you should flash.
That's what I'm saying. Is it flashing?
Yeah. For ease it was, yeah.
Oh, okay. On mouse over it works.
But yeah.
But for click,
Yeah,
if you double click on click, it flashes 5 times.
yeah.
What?
You use on double
did.
click,
The
not
first
on mouse over.
Yeah.
So it will flash when he clicks.
So it flashed 5 times. That's what I was asking.
Oh, okay.
But now it works. I did it. So it'll say hello 5 times. Huh. That sucks.
Okay. Now I'm going to show you something else. Open. What happened, Dominion? Is it working? Hello? No, it loops on mouse over, not on click.
If I want to do it on the on click, I just call that function.
Yeah.
When alert.
Is it working for all of you?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to show something else. Can you all pay attention? This is very important. Go to tools and test with default browser. Sorry, man. Dominion. Did I scare you? There's a audio tag on the page, right? That's what is making that sound. Okay. So now I get this mouse over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I'll go here on this page. Right click on the this is a paragraph, and I click on inspect element. Not on the link. Not on the link. Do it on the paragraph or on the heading. Is yours Firefox or Chrome? IE. Do you see an inspect element? How come yours is different? Make Chrome as your default browser. Did you click on inspect element? Okay. Now watch what I'm doing. Okay. Under the head, expand the head. And expand the script. Not the style, the script. Oh, click on the scripts. Click on the scripts tag. Scroll down here. And click on line 37. What? Change the default browser. Start Chrome and say that's your default browser. Okay, can you first pay attention here before you do all that stuff? Dominion. Hello? Okay. So what I did was, I'm closing this. I'm going to this is a heading, and I click on inspect element. And see what it opens here. So it shows the heading, and if I keep moving the mouse, it will keep going across different elements in the page. Like if I'm here, it will highlight what is selected on the page. Right? This is a paragraph. This is a heading. This is another heading. This is another heading. This is in Firefox. There used to be a plugin called Firebug. So this is like a Firebug where you can use it for diagnosing problems, or this is a very good debugging tool also. So if you have a lot of scripts, jQuery scripts, you can do like debugging as well. I can do no, you cannot edit here. Maybe you can. Let's try it.
Oh, you can?
Yes, you can.
Oh, serious?
But I don't know whether how will it save it.
Yeah, probably won't be able to save, but
Yeah. Oh, but it took effect immediately. See,
yeah, but it can't save.
I don't know whether
It
it's
doesn't save anywhere. Just temporary.
okay. I think maybe it saves also. It knows where the file is located, right?
Okay, let's try and see.
Okay, but that's not the important one. What I want to show here is click on the scripts tag.
Okay.
and then it's going to show you only the scripts. And here in the alert statement I can put a breakpoint, so it has an integrated debugger inside of it. Okay,
You still showed me everything.
okay, first listen to what I'm saying. So I put a breakpoint here, and now I'm going to do the mouse over on the cart, because on the mouse over on the cart that callback gets called, right? So I put the mouse over there, and now see it has come and stopped over there, right? So now what I do here is I come over here, and this is a step over to the next function call, and here let's see whether I can see the variable names. So this is a breakpoint. Do you see any variable names here?
Global. What about global?
Scope variables.
Global, yeah. Oh, that's name. Okay.
No, those are the global variables.
Open this. A lot of just for this little.
Why can't I see the breakpoints? I can see. Why can't I see the I? Oh, see here I is 1.
Where did you see that? In this?
It's inside the local variables,
This. Okay.
inside this. It's all in alphabetical order.
Okay.
So first it will do all the uppercase ones, and then it will go to the lowercase ones. Do you see that I is 1? And then here I should be able to do a step over. Or I'll just do a continue. You see an I, man.
After H. After H. Yeah, I have image, I have image data, I have interarray.
Are you looking at the local?
This.
And go after the uppercase ones. Now I is 2.
Okay. It does all the uppercase first from A to Z and then.
Yes.
Just okay.
Do you see that? Kachi, Dominion, Sola? It's under the local variables. So go to the local variables. Under the scope, below the scope variables, you'll see the local variables, and expand with this. Did you first put a breakpoint on that line number, on the alert line? So this thing will help you debug within the browser itself all your JavaScript code. Now just put a breakpoint there and move your mouse over the cart.
How did you get it to be on the same window as the other one?
Because you made it full screen. close it and open it again.
Close this.
No, close. Okay, open it again. No, not from there, man. Is Chrome your default browser?
Yes.
Okay, move your mouse on it and not on that. And inspect element. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Oh, it opened. No, don't make that full screen.
No, I still gotta do this stupid script.
Yes.
It's not I mean,
Scroll to the right.
scroll to the right.
Yes, under local, click the local one. Local this. Expand the this. See here. Okay, now did you expand this? And after all the uppercase ones, look at the lowercase ones. And then go to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. D, E's, F, G. Yeah, after all the uppercase ones. Did you find it? What is the value of I right now? Okay, now click on this continue button. So it finished the first iteration. You got a hello. Press OK. Now go back and see the value of I. 2. Hit the continue again. So what it is doing is it's doing that alert and stopping at that breakpoint. And the next time when you hit that, you'll come to 3 now. So within the browser itself, we can do debugging of the JavaScript. For yours, why is it opening it in a new window? Oh, did you open a new browser? Why do you have 2 of them open? Oh, one is a pop-up and another is this, right? Okay, do you see this thing here? Undock into separate window. Can you click on that for yours? Click that. Yeah. Now make it a smaller screen if you want. From the you see drag this guy to make it bigger or smaller. Now see the value of I. Sula, is it working for you? What? What is the value of I for you now? 3. Okay. Keep doing it till you finish till you get to 4 and 5. So I just finished 3. I'm going to 4 now. Now it is 4 for me. Now I'm going to press continue again. So now it should be 5. Now I is 5. Now it should come out of the for loop. Oh, yours was 3.
I got tired of going through it. Okay. Nah, that's why I said it's 2.
So in this, basically, I'm not just going over just HTML. I'm just covering different things as I. Okay. If you just keep doing only HTML, it kind of gets a little boring. Okay. So I'm mixing it up. Right. So in Firefox, if you're using the Firefox browser, it has a plugin called Firebug. It doesn't come by default with Firefox, so you'll have to download it. With Chrome, it comes by default. Okay. So and then you can close this guy by clicking this close button here. Do you see the close button here?
So what is console? Is that what
Sorry, what did you say? Say that again.
What is console?
The console.
Inspect element.
If you put any, I haven't never seen the console, but let's see.
It's like a shell script. I don't know.
How do you run this?
Enter.
Yeah, you can try JavaScript statements over here.
Okay.
Just the ones that we already called for that.
No, any JavaScript.
Any JavaScript?
But the thing is, it should end in the same line. You cannot like have it going into multiple lines.
Then you do all the JavaScript.
Right.
That's nice. And test. No need to install anything. Eclipse.
You never know until you ask a question. What is this? Wow. So let's see. Oh, is this the one to collect CSS select the profile?
Click F12. Sometimes if you just move your mouse over it, it just keeps going somewhere. So we finished formatting. Let's look at fonts. Okay, he's saying that the font tag has been deprecated and removed, has been deprecated in HTML4 and removed in HTML5. The reason is font is more about the presentation, right? HTML is more about the structure and the content. So anything which is related to presentation should be done with CSS. So that's the reason why they deprecated that in HTML4, and in fact they completely removed it in HTML5. Okay, so you should not be using font tag. If somebody is using it, that means he is not paying attention to, he doesn't know good design principles. Yeah, do that, all of this stuff. Like for example, you want to set the font size of this paragraph, right? Don't do it inline here. Do it in CSS. CSS is meant for presentation of your content. HTML is meant for showing your content. So this HTML is for the structure and the content. CSS is how you display it. What colors you use it, what font size it should be in. That's like basically the beautification of your structure and content, right? HTML is for the structure and the content, and CSS is for the presentation of that content. So what color the text should be, what's the background color of the screen, what's the font size that you want to use, what's the font type you want to use, like Arial, Times Roman, color, background color. These are all presentation elements which should be done by CSS. Okay, so the right way to do it is with styles. Now let's look at HTML styles. So styles will do it as part of CSS. Okay, then we already covered links, right? We did the google.com link, we did the images by using that. Oh, did we do image tag?
Yeah, we did that.
We did, right? We use that image tag. We did the insert and we did the image, right? Dominion, you were probably not there at that time. So we did the link, we did the image,
email link.
we did the email link.
Then we did
All these things are, if you just click on it, it'll insert it here.
we did sound.
Okay? Just play with it. You will understand.
And we did sound.
We also did sound. You are allowed to use all sounds except the fart sound. HTML tables. Okay, this is the most important one. Yes. A table, what does a table have? Rows and columns, right? Right. So the table tag identifies a table, and every row is identified by TR. TR is short for table row. Right. And each cell in the table is identified with this tag called TD. I don't know what TD, I think it stands for table data. Okay, and it holds the contents of a cell. So TR here and TD here basically is for row 1 and cell 1, and the next TD is for the same row but the next cell or the next column. So this is how this code will look. So you have row 1 cell 1, row 1 cell 2, row 2 cell 1, row 2 cell 2. Straightforward, right? So you need to know what the TR tag is, which is a row. So after every TR, a new TR will start. That is the second row. And within every TR, you'll have one or more TDs. So if you have two columns in the first row, you should have again two columns in the second row as well. If you have five columns in the first row, you should have again 5 columns in the next row.
No, it's not mandatory.
It's not mandatory, but I don't know how the browser will behave.
Let's try.
But the question is, why do you want to have? If you don't have the data, I will probably put an empty cell. The thing is, the way I do my coding is, I try to be as defensive as possible. I don't trust because you have to go again and test on so many different browsers, right? So I'll just, even if it is empty cell, I'll just put a TD and put an empty cell in that.
Question. On so do you start the table? So border is just a border for the table, right?
Which one?
Is it style?
So
Yeah.
the start of the table is just that.
Yeah, see this small border here.
Right. Okay.
That's the border of the cell.
Yeah, but so table
Okay.
does end.
Yeah, in this one, we just have the data displayed, right? There is no column heading. If you want to show the column heading, there's a tag called TH. So if you see here, you need to have the header row as separate. And instead of TD, you will say TH. H is for the header tag. And you should have it only once. I'm not very good at HTML. I'll accept that. I know the basics of HTML. Like if you ask me what happens if you don't put the one cell, I don't know offhand. And if you see here, the TH will put you the headings, and the headings are always in bold. Okay. So many times I don't remember. I just come to these W3 schools and see the syntax, and that's like a quick revision of what I need to do, right? Or you can just go here. Let's try to put a table here directly from here, and go to insert, and say insert. There's a table. There's a table designer here. Oh, this thing is available only in the
We'll come to the table ourselves, right? Start the table tag.
insert. Okay, wait. Instead of table designer, go to quick table. Oh, and then here you can choose how many rows and columns you want. Let's say I want
Look, I just drag and
3 by 3. See, you can choose this 4 by 3, 4 by 4, And did you see it put the whole thing? Control Z to undo. Okay, go to insert. I'll do it again. Quick table. Watch first. Watch me first before you do it. Can you watch? Oh, you already did it? Yeah, just choose like this. This is quick table. So I got two rows, and so if you want I can convert the first row. Let me add one more row here. Okay, and for the first one you can just convert it into a header. Th, right? Th h. Yeah, so this becomes my heading row. So I should have the heading row only once, right? Because it appears only once.
And you want to put syntax, you put it between the
Yeah.
okay. The less down the grid items.
See what I'm putting. What? Say, can you once again? Oh, it's a. And press F12. Then I want a few line breaks for my table starts. And do you see that? See this table here?
Try to put up one header.
Oh, it does work. See, if you had asked me that question, I wouldn't have known.
So you have more than one header?
Yeah.
Again, I don't know how other browsers will behave.
Let's try.
You can try it from here itself, right?
I'll just copy it and put it in my Firefox header.
Yeah.
Also Firefox. See. And works in Explorer too. Because sometimes if you want to have a table of different groups of things, subgroups, or you could use the header files to do the subgroups.
That work? Show me your page table. Yeah. You didn't have any data though. See the data which I have added here.
Oh, I could just see switchy.
Add meaningful data like this. See?
Yours is not meaningful.
No, it says row 1, column 1, right? Mine is meaningful to the context. And the context is to show how the table behaves.
Let's say you have to do a table. Let's say you at I don't know, Sears or something working. You have to do a table. where you don't have to put in each by itself, like column the data on the columns itself.
So you retrieve the data from the database and populate it here. We did that in that Spring app, right?
Oh, so you just use Bring App.
No, the tag libraries that we had in the Spring app application. Open the JSPs for the Spring app and see what we did.
That's how your column looks.
Yeah. So you added data for the first row, right? Not for other rows. So if you go and add the data for the other rows, you will get it all. You will get all the rows. So here we did the tables. I'm waiting for yeah, Dominion. I'm waiting for Silva to come back from the restroom. Sorry? Yeah, you can add. These are all HTML tags, right? You can add it anywhere in your body, not anywhere. You cannot add it in the header, or it should be inside the body of your HTML. You cannot add it in the header. So yeah, HTML has the header first, followed by the body. In the header, you add all the meta tags, which is information about the HTML. Then you can add references to all the style sheets, and then you can add references to all the scripts, followed by the body. So the body is the content of your HTML, and in the header you are saying this is how I want to style my document, and the script basically controls the behavior of this document. So the body is the content or the structure of your document, and the head contains the style sheet and the script. The style sheet controls how your document looks, which is your presentation, and the script controls how your document behaves when you move the mouse over it, move or click on a certain button.
If your script is too large to be in the header, how do you tell the header to go and take it from another file?
Right. So you can put the script or the style either inline. Inline means have it all written it out here, or you can put it in another file and refer the file name here. So the way you do that is you say script then here you say source. That source you say dot dot and some JavaScript file.
CSS.
No, this is I'm doing for the script, right?
Okay, what about CSS?
Similarly, CSS is also similar. So you say style and source equal to the CSS file name.
Okay, not script. Okay,
So you'll say style source. Let's see, there, not there.
So CSS is for style,
yeah.
like presentation.
But most times style is too long, so you don't put it in the header.
Yeah,
section.
you just refer. Yeah, let me show you from my PHP examples. I don't remember the syntax.
Man would have loved the class tonight. Understood it.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, they would have. They should have motivated him more.
See here, the script you will say source equal to the JavaScript file, and then you have to say the type is text slash JavaScript, and you should say the character set is UTF-8.
So their style
And for style, actually it's not style, you should say link.
or link. Okay, yeah.
And REL should stand for style sheet, and then you give the path to the style sheet, and then the type is text slash CSS, and the character set is UTF-8, media is screen, title is no title.
So you say link.
Yes, so if you go back in here, instead of style you'll say link.
Href, right?
Yes, href, all the different things that we used over there.
And what about script? It's the same thing.
Script I showed you, right, just now. Script is this. So you're referring to that script will contain all the functions that you're using in this program, in this particular file. And this link, this particular style sheet which is in a file, will contain all the styles that you are using in your current document, in this document. But if you notice, it's all part of the head. So the style sheets and the JavaScript, the presentation and the behavior should be part of the header, and the content should be part of the body.
So after you call the style the first time, the second time, you just
You can have multiple style elements. Okay. For example, I am saying that DHX cal container, its background color should be this. And then I am saying important. What that means is, if it is defined in this file, don't use that, use this one. You're saying that this is more important than the one which is declared earlier. It's an override, yes. Yes, this whole thing extends all the way till here.
so you that's
So instead of putting all this here, you can put it in the file also.
so then you change the text JavaScript for the next one.
Sorry?
So it's text JavaScript for the next one.
Yes, because the next thing is a script, it's not a style. And this is all inline JavaScript. It's not in an external file. But again, notice the script is inside the head. Okay, so we saw how you include CSS and JavaScript in a HTML document. It could be HTML, or either you can link it or you have it inline. If it is too long, put it in a external file and link it. Both for script and style sheets. For style sheet is a link. You're linking to an external style sheet. And for script, it's a script tag with a source attribute. For style, it's a href. For script, it's a src. So the next thing, actually you just mentioned, right? There are cells that can span more than one row or column. So for example, here I have a name and a telephone header, and the name is Bill Gates, and he has two telephone numbers. instead of saying telephone 1, telephone 2, or instead of saying home number or work number, in this particular case he has just one header called telephone. So what he's doing is, in the telephone one header, right, th, he's saying the call span is 2. That means column span. So that column will span 2 columns. Okay. So the next row, since it is 2 columns, the total number of columns are 3, right? 2 plus 1, 3. So every row will basically have 3 cells. But the second and the third cells in the second row will be appear as different cells. But the telephone header will appear as just one cell, but spanning 2 columns. Now here he has changed the order. He doesn't have a header. Actually, he does. Now the header. Oh, now notice this. Actually, this is a different one. The header comes as the first column. So in every row we have one header. So you have the first name here, and in the next row, this telephone, it actually spans 2 rows, second row and third row. So here you'll say the row span is 2. You get that? Dominion, you're there? Hello? First name, last name. No. If you have a header in the columns, you generally have only one header. Okay? But if the header is shown in the first column itself, then you have to repeat it in each row. I think we should remove that, man. Huh? So play with all of these things. I just want to give you the important things, references to important things.
See, we push that column A, that's what I'm saying. So take out column 2 so that it's maintain.
Let's take out 1.
Yeah.
Just all the way.
Yeah. Let's see.
So we have to go again. We have to take another column.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you say span 3 columns, that means it's taking up this guy's space. So take up this guy.
Oh, otherwise I look old. How do you but my picture is so small, how can you see it? Oh. Who is this? Oh, it's you? Seji Murphy. Murphy, what is that? Don't bite your tongue. That's what it means. Okay, so we finished lists. Okay, next thing we'll go to no. Okay, now we'll go to lists. What is this?
Another list, another list.
Oh, okay. So, okay, list is like showing a set of items. Okay, so it can be ordered or unordered. Unordered list is UL, and ordered list is OL, and each list item is LI. So LI is list item, UL is unordered list, and OL is ordered list. So ordered list will always be marked with numbers. Okay, so let's quickly look at it. Different types of ordered lists. So here numbered lists: apples, bananas, lemons, oranges. Letters list. Okay, here if you see, it came as A B C D because you say the type is A, and here it came with lowercase a because the type was lowercase a, and here the type is I. What does I mean?
I numerical.
No, it says Roman number list. Yeah, even I didn't know this. So yeah, uppercase I and lowercase I. Ordered list. Ordered list will always have a number in front of it. Number or alphabets. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 or A, B, C, D. So you can edit and try it out if you want. Like for example, if I just remove the lemons, you'll have only 1, 2, 3 now. What happened? Oh, wait a second. Oh, here.
Oh, okay.
Now you have only A, B, C, D. Actually, I didn't move it all the way up. I removed it here in the lowercase letters. So it removed it, right? And instead of it was D oranges, now it became C oranges. Okay? So just, and the WT schools lets you like quickly learn it, right? You just play it here itself. So this was a list. Okay, now the next important thing is forms. Forms is like the most important thing in HTML. Form is where you collect all the inputs from the user. Let's say you are applying for a driver's license. You need to enter your name, age, address, date of birth and all that, right? Online. So all that you submit in the form. So you collect all the user input in the form. So there is a tag called as form. Inside of the form you add all the input elements. And then there is a button called submit, which is of input type submit. So what happens is when you click that button submit, submit. When you submit it, all these input elements will be submitted to your page handler. And the page handler is defined in a tag called, in an attribute called action, which is part of the form. So here, for example, there's a very simple examples here. They have some examples here. In this element you have a form, you have two radio buttons, like male and female. So you show that this is how it will show in the browser. If you have checkboxes, in checkbox you can choose one or more of those, right? Whereas radio buttons you can choose only one. Like radio buttons you have like 5 options, you can choose only one. Checkboxes means one or more options. Then finally you have a submit button. This is the important one, okay? So what happens is this is a form name, this is the action, right? And the method is get. So you have the username which is here and the button called submit, which is of type submit. So what happens is the username that you enter here will be submitted by this form, and it will be handled by this action. And the method in which you submit is a get. Okay, this is very important. When you submit a document, right, it can be submitted either as a get with the get method or the post method. The difference between a get and a post is it is also an interview question. Very important. When you submit it as a get, right, all these input parameters like the username, password, if you have more than one, all of them go as part of the URL. So somebody can easily see what the username and the password is. And then there is a limit to the length of the URL. So you cannot have a large number of parameters being set as part of the get request. Whereas if you have a post, and what happens is if it is a get, right, all those parameters they go as part of the HTTP header. Then if it is a post, it will go as part of the body of the HTML that gets submitted. Okay, and then since it's part of the body, it's not part of the header, you cannot see it in the URL. In the URL. Yeah, we can see an example. Okay, here you can submit one of the two radio buttons, but this one doesn't have a submit button. This is a useless form because it's not doing anything. Okay, he's just showing you how to create radio buttons. Okay, so let's look at a form which has a submit button. All this is just showing you the syntax of how to create the different kinds of elements, input elements within a form. Okay, let's look at a form with checkboxes. In this one, he has an input type of submit. So he has a checkbox and it is going to this ASP, to this action using a get, right? So I'll choose I have a bike, and before I click submit, what I will do is I'll look at the inspect element. Oh, that's the result, right? Okay, you want to be here, right? And in here, let's look at the network. Then I'll click on the submit.
You can also show it, look at the header file on top.
Yeah, at the top it says file name. Where is that file name coming from?
It's coming from the checkbox name vehicle.
Where is it?
Name is vehicle, right?
Okay.
No, not this. See, this is a different thing, man.
Yeah. Didn't pass the.
See, the vehicle equal to bike. Oh, that's the HTML that was received. Method is get. See here. What is the name of this checkbox? Vehicle. So here, the request URL that is sent, right? You are passing it to this ASP, and you are passing the vehicle as bike because it's a get request. Now let's change it to a post. Okay, and edit and click me. Oh, wait a second. I have bike, submit. This is a new one, right? And now if you see, it's a post and you don't see that vehicle. Oh, actually that tutorial is not, it cannot handle the post request. That's why it said nothing. This backend, it can only handle get request. It cannot handle post request. But if you see here, it's not going as part of the request URL. Whereas in this guy, it went as part of the request URL. So that's the most important difference between a get and a post. Dominion. Did you get that? Do you understand the difference between a get and a post? In the get, all the request input parameters are sent as part of the request URL. Whereas in a post, the input elements are not sent as part of the request URL. They are sent as part of the body of the request. So if you see here, it's not part of the request URL, right? This is a request header. And in the form data, you'll see that the vehicle is bike. That is the body of the request. Whereas in this one, if you look at the form data, there is no form data. There is a query string parameters, which is part of the URL. Okay. So we looked at the form input element, which is the most important HTML. You need to understand this extremely well. Whether you work on Java, PHP, .NET, Ruby on Rails, Groovy on Rails, any kind of technology, you need to understand HTML forms really well. Okay. So understand all the input elements. There is an input element called password also. So whatever you type, it will be hidden. It will appear in the form of stars. But when it gets submitted, the actual value will go. And that input type of that is called as a password. So if I type ABC, it will always appear as stars. But when you submit it, it will go as a, like for example here, if I say input type is password, right? See?
Remove the value.
And then here I'll put a get and submit. So in this guy, oh,
You have to run it
Can you
again.
try it again?
You have to run it again. Okay.
oh, I should say submit.
Why is it?
Yeah.
It does say.
Yeah.
When the password does say that, you're right.
Where? It's not there in the URL, right? But where is the password going?
It's correct. It works.
But where is the password?
What do you mean? What is the password? It's car. The value of the password is car. Remember?
Oh, okay, okay,
The
okay.
value is car. That's why I said.
Oh, I should, okay, and name I should change it to.
Password. Maybe change the password.
Now if I submit it. Oh, see it goes. Password is car. Because the value is car, right? If I say the password is ABC, and now if I submit it, and you have to scroll down, okay? See the password is ABC.
You put on post,
So go,
it will show that.
it won't show,
So
yes.
it's safer to use post when you're dealing with password and so as
Yes. Or you use HTTPS, which is a secure form of HTTP. Then the whole request URL will get encrypted and nobody can see it.
you use HTTPS.
S,
Is it S or H?
HTTPS. I don't know whether you can use it whether in the form thing or no. Yeah, actually here you should use a post. Then they won't be able to see it. So play with all the form things. Okay. And then next is frames. Frames may not be supported in future versions of HTML. Okay. Oh, 3 people have attended. Inyang. Hello, Inyang. How are you? When did you join? Oh, why didn't you introduce yourself? The get and all. Okay. Which part of town do you live in Yang? Arlington. Oh, okay.
Frames.
Are you tired?
This one is interesting, so you can't get tired of this.
Yeah, I like yellow. Where's frames at? Where's
There are not many examples here. Okay. Okay. With frames, right? You can divide your whole page into multiple sections, and each section will be like a frame. And in each frame, you can show multiple HTML documents. So let's look at a example here. So here we have three frames, and each frame has a different HTML file: frame A, frame B, frame C. And then you can specify how much space each frame will take. So the first one is 25%, the next is 50%, and the last is 25%. But it is now discouraged to use frames because frames may not be supported in HTML5, the future versions of HTML.
Because it's more or less presentation than trust structure.
Yeah, there are some disadvantages with frames. Some of the disadvantages are they are difficult to use. It's very hard to print the entire page because they are all pointing to different documents. And the web developer must keep track of more HTML documents. So that was a vertical frame set. You can also have like a horizontal frame set. Or you can use this frame set tag. So I'm not going to cover frames in that much detail. I have not used frames that much in my career as well. Okay, this is probably interesting. There's something called as an iframe. An iframe can display a web page within a web page. For example, do you see what we have here? Can someone observe this and tell me what we are showing here? An iframe shows a page within a page. Okay, I'll scroll down here. Okay, you see all this stuff, right? You see all this stuff? Okay, now what I'll do is I'll go here, click here, and scroll down here. What do you see? Same thing. So what they have done is they're showing a frame within a web page within a web page. That's called as an iframe. And then the way you do an iframe is you say iframe and then they give the source and end the iframe tag. And then you can put a height and width also. Let's try it out. So this page is displayed in an iframe. So here instead of the source as this thing, right, I'll say I don't know whether this will work or not, but let's try.
What? Lessen the width and height. See.
It doesn't like it.
Okay, go with space maybe.
Which space?
This space, you had a space between the colon and the slash before. Oh, still didn't work.
Oh, it's like this.
Okay.
So you have a frame.
No,
That's it. Yeah. So you gotta.
that's a different. Oh, you can change. Oh, hold on.
So he's saying that
Oh,
this is a href
yeah.
which is pointing to this, but the target of this link is this.
Iframe.
Remember the target we can give like a new browser window or something, right?
Yeah.
So for example here the target, I think in the previous one we tried, what was it we tried?
Blank. Is that what I said?
So
Blank.
let's look at the HTML A tag, okay? Link, right? Blank, yes. So if I use a blank here, so it opens it in the new browser, right? As instead of a blank, I give the name of this frame
Yeah.
as a target. Oops. Oh.
You typed it right. The underscore it shouldn't be there.
Oh, I had after editing it, you have to click it
Okay. Okay.
to see the result.
But why can't we specify the link directly on the source of the iframe? Why doesn't it take that? Could we try it again?
Let's try it again.
Let's try it again. Page not found. Put the HTTP and see.
I want to remove this. Oh, you're saying put a HTTP.
Yeah. See if it's fun.
Why doesn't it want to work? It should work. Okay, put W3 schools inside. Let's see.
Wait a second, let's try it in our this thing.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Right?
Okay. Didn't work.
No. Oh.
So what doesn't work?
Could we try on that side?
Let's look at other example. Source is URL, right?
Could we view the source code for this particular page and see how they put the iframe for the W3 schools in there?
Okay, you go and try this out at home. Okay, I'm not sure why that is not working. I have not used iframes that much. HTML colors. Colors and all is something that you should use with style sheets. Okay. So I'm not going to cover that over here. Color names, color values. What is a quick list? Oh, here this quick list is nothing but is just summarizing all the things that we have done so far. These are the heading elements, text elements, links. In the links you can have both like a URL or you can have like an image. An image can also be used as a link. When you click on the link on the image, it will take you somewhere else. So what you can do is like you can have this whole thing as part of a link. For example, in that page that we are doing for the image tag, you can put it inside of a link, right? And now when I click on it, I'm saying it should go to google.com, that cart, right? Now I click on this. Okay, wait a second. You see that? It did the on click event also, and it also went to the tag, because what I did was I put that image tag inside of a anchor. So images can also be made clickable, and you can go somewhere else when you click on the image. Like for example, when you click on an image, you can make it show a bigger image, right?
Yeah. So if we put in the href of like for that image, if we click on the, could we go back to the HTML? If we put the href attribute of the hyperlink, if we replace it with the link of the image, it's going to take us. Could we try that?
Which one?
The href link. Take off Google and put in the link of the image itself.
No. Oh, yeah. It'll go back. It'll go there also. Yes.
Let's try and see what happens.
But then you'll have to say then you have to give the as file : / oops, what happened? Let's try this. Yeah, but you have to give file : You have to give the protocol of the URL. If you give a relative path name, it will automatically put file : That's what it did here. And then that editor was smart enough to replace the file : with the relative path name. Got it? I'll email you this final file so you can just play with it also, right? And then we covered the different kinds of lists: unordered list, ordered list, then tables, iframes, frames, forms. Entities have, okay, instead of using less than, if you want to show a less than in your this thing, right? Your HTML document, you have to use this ampersand LT. LT means less than. So for example, because let's say in my okay, let's look at this. This is a paragraph, right? Here I want to show less than. If I say less than, right, it will think that it's a HTML tag. So for that I have to say this. This is a paragraph. So yes, you need a semicolon too. So here I'm putting it less than greater than, within less than greater than. And if I go and see it here, see that less than greater than comes. Okay. So those are the special characters. Okay. So you go through all this HTML basics. Okay. In the next class we'll cover all the advanced ones. We'll stop here now. Next class Tuesday 6:30 is good.
You're gonna actually be here 6:30.
What?
You're gonna actually be here 6:30.
Between 6 and 7, 6:30. No, weekdays is easier for me than weekends.
Weekends or weekdays.
6:30 Tuesday. Okay, guys. Hello. Inyang, I'm going to send you this file. You can. What we did was we downloaded this editor called Coffee Cup Free HTML Editor. You must already got the link for it. So go ahead and download that from that link. And I'm going to send this file that I have right now.
So for some reason, Google website cannot be put in an iframe. I put in W3 schools. And it
Oh, W3 Schools works, huh?
Yeah. But for some reason, I don't know.
Google doesn't. Google is smart enough to be. Yes.
So Google doesn't do the smart frame?
It can be put in an iframe, but
What about no frame? You didn't go with no frames. Hey, I'm clear back up same class.
there's no frames.
Oh, okay. Alright. So what's no frames?
There's no frames.
What's on here somewhere?
Under frames.
Is it under frames or is it no frames?
I think it should be under. I don't know. Okay, if you want to. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah, it says no frames. Define the no frame section for